Hello all, today we are going to perform the experiment of to measure the port characteristics of the directional coupler. Now to understand what is directional coupler, we'll see some of the basic things about the directional coupler. So directional coupler are flanged built-in waveguide assemblies which can sample a very small amount of microwave parts for the measurement purpose. So now they can be designed to measure a incident and a reflected power. So standing wave ratio can be measured with the help of the directional couplers. They provide a signal path to a receiver or perform other desirable operations. So they can be unidirectional or bidirectional. So here whatever we are going to discuss is nothing but the bidirectional couplers. Okay? In its most common form, the directional couplers is a 4-port waveguide. Now whereas you can see here, this is port 1, this is port 2, this is port 3 and this is port 4. So here we can say here this is nothing but the 4-port device, and if I see the distribution of power when I talk about this particular directional coupler, how the power will be distributed in this particular directional coupler. So this is nothing but the whenever you give something from the port 1 side, it will be called as the incident power. So PI is nothing but the incident power. Now it is given to the port number 2 will be called as the received power. Then in the port number 4 you can get the forward power, or you can say the coupled power, and in the port number 3 you can get the back power. So here we are going to divide our powers in 4, that incident power, received power, forward power and the back power. Suppose we are talking about the bidirectional coupler, and if you give the power to the port number 2, it will become an incident power, this will become the received power, your port 3 power will be the forward power, and this will be the back power. So this is all about the bidirectional coupler. Now let us see how this particular directional coupler can be summarized. So portion of the power traveling from the port 1, suppose I have given power to the port 1, it will go to the port 2. So I'm just writing here 1 port, this will be the 2 port, this will be the 3rd port and this will be the 4th port. So if you are giving some power to the port number 1, that power will be coupled to the, otherwise this will be, you can say, a portion of power traveling from port 1 to port 2 will be coupled to the port 4 but not to the port number 3. A portion of power traveling from port 2, अगर आप यहाँ से दे रहे तो if it is traveling from port 2 to 1, it will be coupled to the port number 3 and not to the port number 4. ठीक है. A portion of power incident on the port number 3 is coupled to port number 2 but not to the port number 1. So if you are giving a power to the port number 3, it will be coupled to the port number 2 but not to the port number 1. So ये और ये isolation में होना चाहिए आपका. ठीक है. Then if you are giving something to the port number say 3, it will be coupled to port number 2 but not to the port number 1, and a portion of that power will incident on the port number, यहाँ पे आपका आ जाएगा, लेकिन ये दो हमेशा आइसोलेशन में होंगे. ठीक है. So also port 1 and 3 are decoupled, 1 and 3 are decoupled as well as 2 and 4 will be the decoupled. ठीक है. Now let us see the performance parameters of this particular directional coupler. So first we'll discuss about the coupling factor. So what do you mean by coupling factor? So if I'm talking about the coupling factor, as we have already seen that whenever you are giving something to the port number 1, while going to the port number 3, some power gets coupled to the port number say 4. So if you are giving some power to the port number, I can say to the port number 1, your power will be coupled to the port number 4. So here coupling factor will be calculated how much amount of power will be coupled to the port number 4. So its coupling factor is C is equal to 10 log to the base 10 Pi, that is incident power, to the forward power. So this will be in the dB. So this is the first parameter of your directional coupler. The second parameter is nothing but the directivity. When we talk about the directivity of the directional coupler, now the directivity of the directional coupler is defined as the ratio of forward power. So this is the forward power and this is the back power. So the ratio of this two powers will be called as the directivity. So it will be 10 log to the base 10 Pf by Pb. As we are talking in terms of the power, it will be in the dBs. Now let us talk about the third parameter, which is nothing but the isolation. So how we are going to calculate the isolation? Now in which two ports you want the isolation? So we are talking that our port number 1 and 3 ports are in the isolation, and port number 2 and 4 are in the isolation. So the ratio of these two will be called as the isolation. So I is equal to, you can say, 10 log to the base 10 इंसिडेंट पावर टू द बैक पावर. ठीक है, एंड यू विल फाइंड वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग रिलेशनशिप वेन एवर यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द आइसोलेशन. योर आई इज इक्वल टू सी प्लस टी. ठीक है, सो आइसोलेशन इज इक्वल टू कपलिंग फैक्टर प्लस डायरेक्टिविटी. वन अनदर पैरामीटर विल सी इज नथिंग बट द इंसर्शन लॉस. सो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय इंसर्शन लॉस? सो इफ यू आर inserting a particular component in your bench, and because of that particular you will get a loss that will be called as the insertion loss. So here you are giving input to the port number 1 and you are checking it to the port number 2. If you are doing this, the ratio, or what we can say, the ratio of these two powers will be insertion loss. So insertion loss will be 10 log to the base 10, I can say, pi divided by PR. So input by received power will be called as the insertion loss. So we'll see these four parameters while we are talking about the directional coupler. Now as we are talking in terms of the power, we are taking here as a 10 log to the base 10, but while calculating these things we are measuring it in the voltage. That's why this coupling factor will be 20 log to the base 10 VI by VF and so on. So let us see how we are going to perform this particular experiment practically. Now before talking about the directional coupler, we'll see what inputs we are giving to the directional coupler. ठीक है, so we'll generate the microwaves first. We know this is nothing but the klystron power supply, as this is nothing but the input which is given to our klystron mount. Klystron mount, for the klystron mount you always require a cooling fan to avoid the damage of this klystron. Next one is nothing but the isolator. Then this is the frequency meter, variable attenuator, slotted line. This is nothing but the detector mount, and the detector mount output is given to the CRO. As we can see, the 1 volt square wave is generated over here. We can say very fine microwaves are generated, as we can see the demodulated signal very properly. Now we are going to connect a detector mount. Sorry, we are going to connect a directional coupler before the detector mount, as we are going to see the characteristics of the directional coupler. Now we'll see the construction of the directional coupler first. So this is nothing but the directional coupler. As you can see here, they have written the MHD coupler, means multi-hole directional coupler, and the coupling factor of this directional coupler is 3 dB. So here this directional coupler is a 3 dB directional coupler. Now this is the main arm. This is nothing but the main arm, or you can say the primary waveguide, and this is nothing but the auxiliary arm, or you can say this is nothing but the secondary waveguide. They are coupled together. So we'll say this is port 1, this is port 2, this is port 3, and this is port 4. Now as this port 3 is terminated with a match termination, whenever you give input to the port 1, this will become an incident port, that is PI. This will become a received port, that is PR. This is a back port, that is PB, and this is nothing but the PF, that is forward port. ठीक है, as this particular coupler or the directional coupler is bidirectional coupler, I can measure PI, I can measure PF, I can measure PR, I cannot measure a PB as it is terminated with the match termination. So how we can measure the PB? So one thing which we can do, we will reverse the direction of this particular directional coupler. As this is the bidirectional coupler, this will become PI, this will become PR, this will become PF, and this will become PB. So this is the way how we are going to connect this particular. First we'll connect in one side, and in the next turn will connect it in the other side. ठीक है, so we can measure PI, PR, PB, or if you'll connect it here, this will be PI, this will be PR, and this will be PF. So let us do it for the 3 dB directional coupler first, then we'll do it for 10 dB, and next for the 20 dB. We are doing right now for the 3 dB directional coupler. You can see here I have connected 3 dB directional coupler, whereas I have an input to the port 1, then I am taking the output at the port number 2, our port 3 is already terminated, ठीक है, and now we can't keep our port 4 open. That's why I have terminated that port 4 with the match terminations. So no reflections will hamper the output of port number 2, ठीक है. So this is the incident power, this will be the received power, this will be the forward power, and this will be the backward power. Now I am going to measure how much power I am observing on the CRO for 3 dB coupler in the port number 2. So I can see here 0.75 volts is the power which I have observed. So I'll write here for 3 dB coupler received power will be 0.75 volt. Now I'll measure it for the forward. Now to measure the forward power, I need to connect this match termination here and the detector mount to the forward port. So I'll interchange these devices, the match termination to port number 2 and a detector mount to port number 4. So let us do it. Now we have connected our match termination to the port number 2 and we are detecting the output at port number 4. So this will be forward power. Now let us see how much power we are observing on the CRO. So here I can see the same power which I have observed previously I have observed here. So I'll write down that particular reading, that forward power is 0.75 volt. Now how I can measure the back power? So I will reverse the direction now to see the back powers. Here we have reversed the direction of the directional coupler to get the back power. So what we have done, we have connected detector mount to the port number 3. Now this becomes a 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we can say this is the back power. So we have connected detector mount here and other port is match terminated and we are observing the output on the CRO, whereas we can see that it is to the minimum but no output is there, that you can say that you are getting a 0 volt over there. So I am writing my output as a 0 volt. Now let us do the same experiment for 10 dB coupler. Now here we have connected 10 dB directional coupler, whereas the incident power and this will be the received power. Now I am interested in the received power. So I have terminated my forward power with the match termination and I am observing my output on the CRO. So I can see here I am getting near about 1 volt. So I am writing here for 10 dB received power is 1 volt. Okay, so we have taken a reading for received power which is 1 volt. Now I am reversing the direction to see what is the forward power. So I am terminating my port number 2 with the match termination and I am observing what output I am getting at the port number 4, which is my forward power. So here whatever I am observing here is nothing but I am just keeping it on the 0.1 volt and I am observing 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I can say I am observing 0.4 volt as a forward power. Now to see the back power, as we know that this is terminated, this is terminated port, I can't observe the power here, so I'll reverse the direction of this directional coupler. So let us reverse the direction of 10 dB directional coupler. To see the back power, we have reversed 10 dB directional coupler. We have terminated port number 2 with the match termination and we are observing the back power. So you can see the detector mount is connected to the, now this becomes port 1, this will become port 2, this will become port 3 and port 3 we are observing the back power. So you can see on the CRO our back power is 0, though we are keeping it on the very less voltage, it is not showing anything, means our back power is 0. So I am writing that reading here. So my back power is 0 volt. Now let us do it for the 20 dB directional coupler. Now we have connected 20 dB directional coupler. We have terminated forward port with that match termination and we are observing the received power in the port number 2. So I have connected detector mount to the port number 2 and I am observing what is the output which I am observing on the CRO. So for the 20 dB coupler I can see 1 volt is given to the directional coupler and the same voltage is observed on the CRO. So I can say the received power is 1 volt. So I'll write the reading over here as a 1 volt. Now I'll reverse the directions of the detector mount and match termination to see the forward power. So I'm connecting detector mount to the port number say 4 and I'm connecting detector mount to the port number 2. So now I am observing, now you have to connect it very properly. So I am observing the output or the forward power in terms of voltage, you can say. So here I am observing 1 point, I can say 1.2 divisions into 50 millivolts. So I am writing 1.2 into 50 millivolts. So I can say this is nothing but the 60 millivolts. Now to see the back power, I need to reverse the direction of the 20 dB coupler. Let us reverse the direction and see what is the back power. We have reversed the direction of 20 dB directional coupler to see the back power. As this is the bidirectional coupler, we know that characteristics of 1, 2, 2, 1. Input is given to the port 1 and output you are checking to the port number 2, and input you are giving to the port number 2 and output you are checking at the port number 1 will be same. That's why whenever you are connecting it into the reverse direction, this will be considered as the back power. So we'll see this in terms of the voltage on the CRO. So I have connected detector mount to port number say 3. Now this becomes a 3, and that's why I am observing on the CRO the output. Though it is on the very low voltage, I can see a straight line, so that I can say a 0 volt is nothing but the back power. So we have completed for 3 directional couplers. Now let us calculate the parameters, coupling factor, directivity, isolation and insertion loss for this directional couplers. Now let us calculate the coupling factor for 3 dB coupler. As we are not measuring the power, we are measuring the voltage. That's why our formula will not be 10 log to the base 10. It will be the 20 log to the base 10 input voltage divided by forward voltage. So the ratio of input voltage divided by forward voltage, that is 0.75, will be nothing but the coupling factor. So if you calculate it for 3 dB coupler, your coupling factor is nothing but the 2.49 dB. For 3 dB coupler, your coupling factor must be 3 dB, but it is very close to 3 dB. So our practical and theoretical values will differ by some amount. So your calculated value is 2.49 dB and your ideal value is 3 dB. Now we will talk about the directivity. So the directivity will be calculated like this: 20 log to the base 10 in, I can say the directivity is coupling of the forward power and the back power. So it will be, I can say 20 log to the base 10. My forward power is nothing but the 0.75 and back power is 0. So I can say my directivity is infinity. Now the next one is nothing but the isolation. Isolation is nothing but the ratio of input and the back power. So this will be the 20 log to the base 10. Input is 1 volt and back power is 0. So I can say isolation is infinity. The last parameter is nothing but the insertion loss. So I can say this is nothing but the 20 log to the base 10 Vi by Vr. So I can say here the Vi is nothing but the 1 volt and Vr is nothing but the 0.75. So 1 divided by 0.75, it again gives me the insertion loss of 3 dB. So this is all about for the 3 dB directional coupler. Now we'll calculate it for the 10 dB directional coupler. So for the 10 dB directional coupler, we can see here our coupling factor will be 20 log to the base 10. I can say 1 volt divided by 0.4, which is nothing but the forward power. If you calculate, it will be 7.95 dB, and ideally it should be, or you can approximate it to the 8 dB. So 10 dB and 8 dB, you can see छोटा difference or a small difference. Now here directivity 20 log to the base 10, 1 divided by 0, that is nothing but the input by, otherwise you can say the forward power, sorry, it will be 0.4 divided by 0 will be infinite. ठीक है. Next one is nothing but the isolation. So how you are going to calculate the isolation? So I is equal to 20 log to the base 10 input, that is 1 volt divided by back power, so it will be infinity. Now insertion loss is equal to 20 log to the base 10 input by, you can say the received power, so 1 by 1, I can say this will be the 0. ठीक है. So you can see 4 parameters for the 10 dB directional coupler. Now we'll move towards the 20 dB directional coupler. So the first is the coupling factor, so it will be the 20 log to the base 10 input, that is 1 divided by coupled power, that is 0.06 volts, which comes 24.4 dB. Ideal is 20 and we are getting 24.4 dB. Now next calculation is about the directivity. So D is equal to 20 log to the base 10 Then directivity is forward power, and here you can see the forward power is 60 millivolt, that is 0.06, divided by back power, that is 0. So this comes infinite. Now next parameter is nothing but the insertion, or you can say the isolation. So how we are going to calculate the isolation? 20 log to the base 10 input, that is 1 volt, divided by back power, that is 0. Again it will be infinite. The next one is nothing but the last, that is insertion loss. This will be the 20 log to the base 10 input power divided by received power. Now 1 by 1 will be 1 and the output will be 0. So here we have seen the coupling factor, directivity, isolation and insertion loss for 3 dB directional coupler, 10 dB directional coupler and a 20 dB directional coupler. This value shows the coupling factor. So 3 dB we are getting 2.49, for 10 dB we are getting 8 dB, for 20 dB we are getting 24.4 dB. So our what we can say the characteristics or the parameters gets matched. So here we will stop. Thank you.